That's sick. So, what's up, buddy?
Good? She's showboat.
Showboat, yeah. So your content style is like it. So you know how like Sway is kind of known as being like the party guys, they drink a ton, but you do it in a different way. Like I think it's crazier, funnier.
I mean, you just actually drink. I think.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely an avid drinker.
Yeah.
I don't really know how else to describe it. I feel like everybody else on the internet
kind of Sway. You just see them shucking White Claws and shit.
Yeah.
It's like.
But you actually drink.
You gotta take it to the next level. That's like my big thing.
So is that from college? Is that from like just many years of partying, or what? Is
I honestly think I almost got a little bit more wild after college. I'm 26, but I think like I was living at home, so I was like 25, which was a nightmare for my mom. But that's like when I was like probably peak craziness. But I mean, now this has all happened, so
that shit isn't fake. Like when your mom's freaking out.
No, every TikTok we do is either like real or it's based off something that did happen. Like she's like, all right, God damn, I gotta fucking yell at you again.
Yeah. Were you throwing like parties at your house after college, or what do you mean it was going crazy?
Just like it wasn't even like me throwing parties so much. Just like coming back home like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. all the time, and she's just like, why are you fucking still living here, dude? You're 25 years old. Like get the fuck out of here. Actually, then I moved to New York and. That didn't work out either. So.
Yeah, tell me about that, because I was reading that because you got a unique look on TikTok, right? But it's also like you have those facial features that like catches people's attention on TikTok. You stare into the camera.
Yeah.
You're modeling too, right? I read that. You were modeling before?
Yeah, I did a little bit of modeling. I wasn't really a fan of it, mostly because I don't like other people telling me how to like stand and pose. It's kind of like I'd rather not. Like, you know, and like a lot of them wanted me to wear shirts and stuff, and I hate wearing clothes. It's like a big thing. I just can't stand it. It sounds weird, but it's just one of those things.
Was that New York? Like, were you trying to be a model?
So in New York, I was working as a production coordinator. It was like a last minute thing, like drop everything, let's get out of here, because I was just like so desperate and so like low in life right now, because I had like nothing going for me. I was working at a gym folding towels.
Right.
Just 3 days a week, minimum wage. And then I was about to take the certificate to become a personal trainer. So I was like, all right, I gotta get some money. I gotta get out of the house. And then the day before I was supposed to take the test, I got a call from a buddy in New York who's working as a producer. And she's like, we're looking for a new spot. Like, do you want to come out? And I was like, absolutely, anything.
Yeah.
Dropped everything. And then like I had to get a place fast, so I ended up moving in with an 80-year-old pastor.
Hell yeah! Wait, you and a pastor?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How does that even happen?
So I didn't know how New York like finding houses works, so I had like the apps and everything. And like my dad was helping me out. In the first one, we got like scammed out of like a few $100 because I didn't know what we were doing. And then we found it on Craigslist. There was no photos of it or anything. It was just like, hey, I can afford this. It's like cheap as fuck. Let's just fucking do it. Let's run it. Yeah. I get there. She's 80. She's an old pastor. She's Polish, very foreign. And I'm signing the paper like to room with her. And the first thing she says is, you can't have overnight guests. As I'm signing the paper, I look at my dad. She's like, no, some kind of like fucking whore. So I was like, he's like, just sign the fucking paper. Just sign the fucking, get out of my house. So I was like, all right, signed it. And then, I got kicked out after 4 months living with her.
What'd you do?
So I didn't have any boys there. Okay. So anytime I went out, I was going on dates, like Tinder dates, Instagram DMs. And I would leave her notes every morning before I'd go on these dates. Hey, my sister's in town. She's going to be spending the night. My cousin's in town. And
I got 4 sisters coming over.
She goes, how many fucking cousins do you have? I she didn't say fucking because she's a pastor. And then one girl was just a little like loud. It's a very small room over the top, and
hate it when that happens.
Yeah, and that was the last straw for her. And she's like, yeah, we gotta part ways. My room was literally just a box, like nothing. It was an experience. I'm glad like I went through it though. I needed that.
Yeah. Wow. Where was that? Was that like were you living in a shoebox?
Like it was literally a twin size bed, and that was it. Like there was no room for a closet because it was like these were the walls.
Yeah.
Like shelves were the walls. The bed was like super fucking squeaky. I had to go get out and get WD-40. Spray it because I was like, I cannot get kicked out of here. I still want to have fun. So I'm 25 and just want to, just
Yeah, sometimes you're fucking at a point where you need to buy W40 and grease up your bed.
Well, the bed's like from the 40s. Yeah. I was like, God, fuck.
Yeah, you just need a little revamp. It sounds like.
What was this production job like? What were you doing?
It was cool. I mean, I was at the bottom of the totem pole, obviously, but I got to meet a lot of cool, famous people. Joe Gatta from Practical Jokers.
Oh, yeah.
I would just like run like their screenings. Jennifer Lawrence I got to meet. They're super nice people, but I'm not doing anything. I'm just showing them like to a room.
Right.
That's basically my job. And I'm like, okay, this isn't it, you know. And then quarantine happened, and then the stars kind of just aligned. I was like, oh, I'm like, I have no excuse to not make like my dream being like doing like fucking comedy and sketches to reality. Like I have nothing but time.
Comedy and sketches was always the dream.
Yeah, I've been doing YouTube videos and stuff like that since I was like 7 years old with my grandpa. Like I've always like loved it, and then it just never panned out, never got big. I got a little bit of traction on Vine,
Right.
and then Vine died, and then I was kind of lost. I was like, damn, I don't know what else to do because my YouTube would not fucking budge. It's hard to grow on YouTube if you don't have anything else. And then TikTok just.
And that was during quarantine.
happened. Yeah, quarantine just.
It's fucking awesome.
Perfect. Yeah.
What kind of content were you doing on Vine?
Similar to what I do on TikTok, but a little bit more family friendly. I would say it wasn't as much over the top. And Nani in that was more of she was more of like how my mom acts. Like she would like it was her screaming at me, her always getting mad at me. And then I was like, when we did TikTok, I was like, let's try something different. Let's just make her me. She is me. So it's funny because some people like hate me. They say they love Nani. Like it's funny because we are the exact same person.
Yeah.
They just love her because she's 80. Like.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, like all of his content, he's got his family in there. You're drinking with your grandmother.
Yeah.
It's funny shit.
I love to include my family because my family's just fucking crazy. They're nuts. Like.
It's definitely one of the crazier families on the internet, right? Like it's like you don't really see that often. You don't see the Kardashians like all just getting absolutely active.
It's what?
Yeah, that's great. So, what do they think of you? Like everything that's happening with TikTok? Were you in New York when you started TikTok, or did you go back home first?
So, my first TikTok that I posted is me high as fuck sitting in the car reading to the duck.
Right.
It's reading a poster that some girl I was dating got me at the time. She was a stripper, and she goes out and gets me this thing, and it says, "Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a daddy." And there's ducks all over it, like it's crochet, some nice stitching. And I just read it, and I look at the camera, and I'm like, it was just on Ridiculousness actually, like they premiered it, and it just got like 2.5 million. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know how this works at all, but 2.5 million people sounds pretty fucking cool. Posted another one, did decent, then I kind of stopped, and then quarantine happened, and my mom called me and I filmed it, and she's like, go get a COVID test. And we kind of played it with an STD test, mixed it in, and that took off again. And I was like, damn, that's like 2.5 hits. Let's just keep this going, see where it goes. And I try to do like pump out like 2 to 3 a day,
right,
and just keep it going, and
then you hit crazy growth, right? When you
there was like a week where I gained like 2 million followers, 2.5 million, just from like there was like 3 or 4 hits back to back to back.
Yeah.
You
guys hear those wing flaps? That's literally a wing flap. Yeah.
She's gonna shoot everywhere. She's doing good.
What's up, buddy? Yeah. So wait.
Kyle's got fucking big.
That's a clip. Yeah. So when you're doing that, like you're looking for, because you're bigger than just the ducks, like for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a first.
We didn't even get the ducks till we had like 300K followers. So we had a little bit of traction before we even got the ducks. But I always had ducks, so I was like, this quarantine thing's gonna keep going. Because I was like, should I get a duck or am I gonna go back to New York? I said, let's just fucking go all in on this. So I'm gonna get ducks. Let's have a whole fucking show. Let's run with it.
Did you have ducks